Hello, my name is Nehal Kannade and my today's topic is the climate change. Climate change is the term of the long term of the shift of the temperature and the weather patterns such as the shift the natural, the sun rays activity and the long eruption. But the since 18th, the human activity can be the main driver of the change of climate. So primary due to the fuels of it like the coal, oil, and the gas. So burning of the fossils to the generate of the greenhouse gas to the emission that acts like to the blanket and wrapped around the earth and the trapping the sun heat and the rising the temperature. The main greenhouse gas is causing to the climate change and the including carbon dioxide and the methane and the nitrogen. So this come to the using of the gasoline for the driving cars and the coals to the heating the building, for example to the clearing the land and the cutting down the forest can be the also release of the carbon dioxide, oil gas and the gas generation operation and the major source of the methane and the emission. So the energy industry, transport and the building, agriculture, then the long among of the main sector to the causing of the greenhouse gas. Climate scientists have shown to that the humans are responsible for the virtual of all global warming, global heating over at the last 200 years of the human activity like the one mentioned about the causing greenhouse gas, then the warming of the faster at the at least one time and the 2000 years ago. So the average temperature of the earth's surface is now is the 1.2 degree celsius warm in the 18th. So the before of the industrial revolution, the warm at the time in the last is the 1000 years ago. Many people think change climate mainly means to the warm temperature, but the temperature rise only the beginning of the story because of the earth is the system of the everything is the connected. Change in the one area of the influence change of the all others. So the consequence of the climate change is included the among of other, then the intense drought, water scarcity, then the rising sea levels, folding, melting ice, then the decline of the biodiversity. People can change effect of the our health, ability of the growth, health, housing, safety, and the work. So the some us are the already more are the climate is the impact. Such people thinks to the living of the small island nation of the developing countries, condition like the sea level and the rising of the salt and the instruction of the have the advance of the point and the where are the community to the regulate and the protected down to the putting of the peoples who the risk of the famine. So in the future the numbers of the people displaced by the weather related the event and the accepted the rise in the sense of the report of the thousand scientists of the government will change to the solution can the deliver economic benefits while the improving our life, protecting environment. We also have to global frameworks and the agreement to the guide processes such as the sustainable development goals in the UK framework. So the climate change and the Paris agreement, these both are the category of the action means the cutting emission, then the adapting to the climate impact, financial requirement adjustment, then the switching energy system of the fossil fuel and the renewable of the like solar and the wind will to the reduce the emission and the driving climate change. So but we have to act now, the while growing to the number of countries and the committee to the net zero emission by the 2015. So the emission must be the cut half by the 2030 to the keep warm between the 1.5 degrees Celsius. The achieve this the means to the huge decline to the use of coal, oil and gas. So over two-third years and today's proven of the fossil fuels to the need to the keep of the growth, and 2015 the order of prevent of the catastrophic level of the climate change. The climate consequent protect people's then the homes, businessmen's livelihoods, in infrastructure and the natural ecosystem. So the it cover the impact and those like to the future adoption will be the require of the everywhere, but the must of the prioritize now for the most valuable person to the fewest resource, to the cope and the climate hazard, to the rate of the return that can be high, and the early warning system to the disaster and for the instant save life and the property. So the can deliver benefits to the 10 times and the initial cost. So climate action are the required is the significant financially investment to the government and the business, but the climate inaction to the vastly more the expensive. So the one critical step of the industrialized and the country for the fulfill commitment to the approved by the 100 billion years in the developing of the country. So they can be adapt and move toward the greener economics. Thank you.